Now at 5:30, a reunion more than 50 years in the making. It started with one of the most enduring images from the civil rights era. Almost 53 years ago, Ruby Bridges became the first African-American child to integrate a white Southern elementary school.
Well, today, Bridges reunited with a United States Marshal who escorted her to and from school in front of hateful, disapproving crowds. And that reunion took place at the Children's Museum, and our Derek Thomas was there. Derek.
Jenna, U.S. Marshal Charles Burks is now 91 years old. The memory of those days in 1960 have not faded for Burks or for Ruby. She was 6 years old approaching William Frantz School. On their first day of school, students usually get a warm welcome. But on this day, Ruby was greeted by a jeering crowd with signs that indicated she was not wanted. One of her escorts was Charles Burks. This is him then, this is him now. He and Ruby are together again. He reflected on his mission back on November 14th, 1960.
Making sure that nothing happened to Ruby, that was the most important thing. And it's also protecting yourself, because if something happened, it wouldn't have been just her.
The magnitude of that moment did not escape the nation's view. In 1964, Norman Rockwell painted this picture entitled "The Problem We All Live With." The little girl and the U.S. Marshal made a difference.
It changed the face of education. That it was very, very important. For a long time, I thought it was a part of history, a story that was kind of swept under the rug and people not really talked about it.
Bridges is wrong on that count. Kids today talk about Ruby Bridges.
Just an amazing experience that we are able to now not need guards and not have mobs outside of our school, that she would pave this road for us that will now make our education different.
That's true, but the job is not done.
We who are good and of like minds, we can help to fight the evil that's out there, plaguing our country and our communities.
These old partners in civil rights were there when it all began, and they hope to be a part of it when the job is done. Now, Burks is the last surviving marshal that escorted Ruby. He currently lives in Logansport. Derek Thomas, RTV6.